Hey guys, it's Alicia here. So for today's video, I'm going to be going over a new release from Tarte that I had to pick up. This is the Unleashed eyeshadow palette, and it comes with a mini mascara of their, newer mascara, the Big Ego. So yeah, I went ahead and picked this up from Ulta because I was super curious to try it out. I've actually never tried Tarte's eyeshadows, or I've tried their mascara. My absolute favorite mascara is from Tarte, so I do like their Lights Camera Lashes a lot. I've never tried their eyeshadow though, but we're going to see. So this is the sample size you get of the mascara, and then this is the eyeshadow palette, which, oh my gosh, feels like so cool, and it just looks so freaking pretty. Now, there seem to be a lot of people that were let down by this palette, and I kind of get what they're saying, because a lot of people, just looking at, like, the promotion that they put on, like, I saw on Facebook, and then just, like, you know, the design of it, the colors, like, it looks like it's going to be a very purpley pink palette, with maybe some blue, and I'll take this thing out, as you can see from opening it. It's not. There is some blue, but there's not really hardly any pinks or purple or anything. But regardless, I wanted to try out this palette because it just looks really pretty in my opinion. Like I said, there's a few people that sound like they're kind of displeased with it, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a go. It actually has like a smell to it, like, I don't really know how to explain it. It just smells good. Like, it doesn't smell like chemicals or makeup or anything. It smells good. But I like the size of the pans. You get quite a bit of product in here, and I like the shape of the pans. I think it's really cute. I don't know, I like that, and I like the big mirror that you get. So I'm going to use this mirror today, actually, to do my look with. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and do a video, like, doing a look with this palette because it's new, and why not? I was gonna use it today anyways. Why not just record it? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prime using my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre. That's what I normally do, especially with new palettes that I'm trying to see, like, you know, if I like them. I like to give everything a fair shot, so I use my trusty paint pot, which I just have to note, I have been using the same paint pot for like, oh gosh, I don't know. I was gonna say like since March or so. So like at least 3 months. And barely looks like it. Like, I have made an indent, like you can tell. But, oh my gosh, this thing is going to last me for, like, ever. And I have another one on backup, and I don't even know when I'm going to need it. But anyways, moving on from the paint pot, if you wanted to know, this palette with the mascara is $39. Right now, it comes with the mascara. You can't buy it separately, like, for cheaper. I don't know if they're going to do that. I think they just throw in the sample just to, like, promote their mascara. But yeah, their whole, like, thing with this palette is, well, it says on here that it's, young, wild, and cruelty-free. It's a cruelty-free vegan palette, so. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, though. I want to use this shade to set my base. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna use, well, actually, maybe I will just take some powder instead to set my eyes, since it doesn't really come with a base color. I mean, there's this white up here, but it does have some shimmer to it, so I'll just use something else. I'm just gonna use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, since it's pretty close to my skin tone shade, and just set the base with that. My bangs may or may not be getting in the way when I'm doing this. I'm not exactly used to having bangs. I mean, I've had bangs off and on, like, through the years growing up and everything, but I haven't had any in a while. I actually had bangs. It was not around this time last year, but like, I think I got them in like, I don't know. I want to say it was around like February, March or so. Maybe, no, maybe it was January. I don't remember. Of last year, but they didn't last very long because bangs usually don't last very long for me. I either get sick and tired of dealing with them, and I've had bangs like this off and on, or I'll do like the slanted bangs, which is what I was gonna do, but I changed my mind. We'll see how long this lasts though, but I did cut a significant amount of my hair off too because of the heat and everything, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty damaged. So okay, so there are like so many shadows I want to use because you have these really pretty like pinks and purples that I can make a really pretty look with, but I feel like that's what I always do, so I'm trying not to do that. And then you have those really pretty oranges, but I really want to use the blues too. Oh my gosh, I'm so torn. Because I just want to use it all. Like, honestly. Oh my gosh. So, these are the two blue shades. Wow. Okay, that's really intense. I'm going to do some more swatches so I can fully decide what I want to use. Okay, I just really want to swatch the matte orange and then like the reddish color next to it. Wow, okay, so the orange is Two Can Do It. And the reddish is No Fox Given. And this one's Party Animal, and this one is Totally. I like the names of this, it's really cute. Okay, so I also really want to swatch all of the shimmers, honestly, if I'm being real. Okay, so this one is You're Lying, and it's just kind of like a more like champagne-y gold type shade. And then this straight on yellow gold is Monkey Business. And let's see. Oh my gosh, his names of this are so cute. Okay, so this one is Hawkward. This is by the blue. It's this one right here. And then this one is Irrelevant. Like I said, I love the names of these. I think it's cute. Okay, so just a couple more. God, these shades are so freaking pretty. I see myself using these two a lot. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Okay, so this shade is Hypocritical. It's like a light, shimmery, purplish pink. And then this shade is Iguana Love You. So, yeah, that is all of the shimmers in this palette, and then a couple of the mattes that I just had to swatch. I mean, there's a lot of people dogging on this palette because it's a very neutral palette, and like I see that, but you can also get a lot of different looks with this because you can use the blues, the oranges, the reds to create a more like warm kind of neutral look. And then you got all these like pink purpley shades. I know that people were expecting like a more like vibrant pink and purple palette, and this is more of a toned down neutral kind, but I honestly like that. So gosh, I don't know. They're just all so pretty, though. I think I'm going to do the blues, though. Like, I'm really drawn to the blues. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I went ahead and set my base already. I think I'm going to go ahead and start taking this shade Oh Dear, which is this matte kind of mauve-y pink shade up there. Like I said, I've never used Tarte shadows before, so I have no idea, like, how they perform. I've honestly heard, like, mixed things about them. I've heard some people say they have really great shadows, and some people say they have not so great shadows, and that some of their palettes are hit or misses. So, I honestly really don't know what to expect with this palette. Like, this is totally, completely unbiased. Because I don't have any other palettes of theirs to compare this one with quality-wise, or even shades-wise. Which I honestly have been, like, going back and forth for a long time about getting their Tartelette in Bloom, palette. It's an older palette. It's a very, very neutral palette with some cool tones, and that's honestly why I've kind of like had my eye on it, because I just gravitate towards neutrals so much, especially cool tone neutrals. But I ended up not picking it up after all because I already have like enough for right now, I think. But I was considering it, and that would have been my first Tarte palette. But instead, this is my first Tarte palette, so we'll just see how it goes. I've also heard that these mattes are kind of patchy. I watched Jen Love's reviews, and she did a live chat, like, I think it was this last Sunday she did one, and she was using this palette, and she said that the mattes were a little bit patchy for her, but the shimmers were, like, incredible. Like, I was honestly going back and forth about buying this palette, like, oh, I don't know, would I really use the shades all that much, and everything, until I saw her use the shimmers, and I went ahead and bought it, even though she said that the mattes were kind of patchy, because I just thought, you know what, we'll give it a shot. I really wanted to try out these colors, which so far, this Oh Dear shade, I think it's blending out pretty nice. It is blending out a little bit better on this side than this side. That's kind of typical for me though. My right eye is always, like, it always looks better with shadow than my left eye. Does anybody else have that? Like, I always feel like my eyeshadow just looks so much better on one eye compared to the other all the time. But I still think it's looking good. I have to say that this shade doesn't really translate very pink on my skin tone. I mean, yeah, it is kind of pink when you swatch it. In the camera, it looks brown, though. It kind of translated to, like, a tan color on my eyes, which isn't, like, that bad, but... okay, so now... I think I'm gonna take... I don't know if that has glitter in it. I don't know if I want to do that. Actually, I'll take the shade Bare Necessities, which I said I watched that video, and I'm not trying to exactly copy the look that she did, because she used the blues in that palette. I've just been really wanting to use the blues ever since seeing that palette. Oh, wow. Okay, this is pigmented. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be that pigmented, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna take just a tiny bit on the other side of that brush and just kind of buff it up into the crease a little bit. Blend it all together. Sorry if my bangs start looking really crazy during this video. I'm just trying to keep them out of the way. I thought about putting them in a headband and pulling them back, but then I'm like, if I keep doing that though, what was the point of even getting these? I mean, I probably am gonna have to when I'm putting makeup on, like, regardless, because it's kind of in the way of my forehead, but for right now, since I'm just doing my eyes, I think it would be okay. Okay, so I like this shade so far. I think it's blending out really nicely. I'm not really having any problems with the mattes so far. Hopefully I don't jinx that though. I have a tendency to do that sometimes. But I think it's looking good. Okay, so I think I like how that is looking. I'm gonna add just a little bit more to my lash line on this side because I feel like part of it got lost in that blending. I think it looks really good. I am going to take the shade next to it, Qualified, which is just a little bit darker than that shade I initially used, and just kind of put that under the other shade a little bit in the crease, just to get some more depth. don't think this one is blending out as nicely as the other ones, but I don't think it's doing that bad. It's just taking a little bit more work. So maybe just keep that in mind. Okay, now to help that blend, since that one's not doing as well as I was hoping it would, I'm going to take that Oh Dear shade and just go right back over that. The brush I used in the beginning. Just to help blend everything together, because that shade blended out really well for me. I think it's looking a little better now. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of see a little bit of the patchiness, because I think I had a little bit too, but it's not, like, steering me away from the palette, though, like, making me not want to use it, so, you know, hopefully the rest of this look turns out really well, because I really do love the shade selection in here. I think that's looking good though. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the shade Party Animal, which is that dark blue. I'm so excited about this. Okay, and I'm just gonna start placing that kind of towards the outer corner. Oh my gosh, this shade is so beautiful and so pigmented. Like, I barely needed to even get any out of the pan. It's crazy. Okay, and I'm just gonna make sure that it's blended in with that brown that's out there. There is a little bit of fallout with that shade, which is, I kind of anticipate that when it comes to shimmers, but okay, now I'm going to take that lighter blue shade, which is called Totally. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Well, I have to say that I am definitely impressed with the shimmers in this palette. Like, for sure, it is definitely what stands out. Without a doubt. I'm just gonna clean up my finger a little bit, because I think I'm gonna go back into that. Well, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more of that light blue, actually. A little bit more over here. I'm trying to make it a little bit more even, because there we go. That looks really pretty. Okay. But I'm going to take a hint of that dark blue, just to make sure we still have some depth from that shade out here. I'm literally, like, just tapping it, because I don't want to add too much. You guys, this is looking so good. I'm literally so impressed right now. Okay, so now I think I am going to go ahead and go into that Hawkward shade, which is that, it's like a champagne-y shade, but it has like bluish greenish like reflect to it with glitters in it. I'm gonna take that towards the inner corner. We'll see if I need, yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to like spray this. I kind of figured I probably would, but okay, let's see how that does now. little bit more spray. It's not as intense as I was hoping it would be. I'm going to try my finger on the other side just to see if it's the shade or if it's using a wet brush. This doesn't do it as much. I think it's just a shade. Regardless, though, it still looks really gorgeous. But, okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the fallout under my eyes. Because there is a little bit there from those shimmers. So, I just recommend doing your face makeup last. If you're going to be playing with the shimmers in this palette so that you can avoid fallout, which is what I did. That's what I always do, usually, when it comes to using these kind of colors, especially. And since this is a new palette, I did that because I didn't know how the fallout was going to be. But, okay, so this is where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and put some eyeliner and mascara on. Well, put some eyeliner on, then we're going to put on that one mascara together. Okay, so I just used my collab bold-faced gel pencil liner. And I'm going to go with my other liner that I don't know the name of. That I got in my Ipsy bag. I don't know if it's this eyeshadow or what it is, but this eyeliner. Sorry, it's hard to talk and do eyeliner at the same time, but like it doesn't feel like it's as black as it normally is, and it shouldn't be running out. I mean, no, it looks like it's just fine. I don't know. It's probably just because shimmers are so intense. Honestly, it's probably why. Okay, but now we are going to try out that mascara together. Not that I really needed to open another mascara, because I already have quite a bit. But this is what it looks like. I'm seeing a lot of mascaras come out with wands like these now. It's my favorite kind of wand. It's very much like the Too Faced Better Than Sex or L'Oreal Lash Paradise that are so freaking popular. I do like the Lash Paradise. I haven't used it in a long time, but I do like that one. I don't really remember how I feel about the Too Faced one, though. I have tried it before. I don't really think I was, like, super crazy about it, though. Like, I don't know if it was, like, really worth the hype. Okay, now to do the top lashes, which is the real test. Okay, so one thing that I'm noticing about this mascara is it isn't like super volumizing, which I can't really remember the claims on this. I read about it when it first came out because I was eager to try it, and then I quickly changed my mind because of all the mascaras that I have. I didn't really need another one, but it is building up pretty well, and it is very black and intense. I don't know, I actually kind of like it. I thought it wouldn't be volumizing enough for me, but for some reason, I actually think it looks pretty. Okay, well, I have 2 coats on right now. I don't know if you can, there's a side view kind of see. I mean, it didn't do anything like really crazy, like voluminous or anything, but I do think it's pretty. And I love this eye look. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Now you can kind of see that the blue is transferring in my crease a little bit, which is kind of a bummer because I don't typically like shimmery shades like that all up in my crease, but sometimes with shimmers like that, it's just really inevitable. I have a lot of palettes to do that, but because this one is already doing that, I feel like this is probably going to be creasing on me pretty bad throughout the day. So next time what I think I'll do is use a glitter glue to hold that down. It doesn't seem like you would need to because these aren't like really chunky like shimmers, I guess, how to explain it, because I think I've said this before on my channel, but with my Norvina palette, I always have to use a glitter glue because those shimmers in that palette are just so like creamy, buttery, and like kind of chunky that I have to, otherwise it immediately transfers in my crease, like right after putting it on. But I feel like this one is going to crease quite a bit, so I think next time I will just go ahead and use a glitter glue just to help that. It is really difficult to not have that happen when you're using really bright shades like this as well. When I used my Urban Decay Born to Run palette, one of the times I used it because I've used it so much, but one time I used it with the like bluish greenish shades in there, and I love the look. It was so pretty, but those transferred and creased pretty bad throughout the day to where you couldn't even like see it on my lid anymore. I didn't use the glitter glue with it that day, so that may be something I just have to do, which I do have a really good glitter glue. Probably gonna end up having to actually buy one soon, but I have a like sample size of the Too Faced glitter glue, and I've used it quite a bit. I mean, doesn't really look like it because there's still quite a bit of product in here. You just don't need a whole lot. And this was a free sample, which is awesome because, yeah, it's really helped me out. But when I run out of this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and buy a full size because it's really been amazing. But anyway, back to the palette and everything. The mascara, I actually do really like so far. I'm going to keep using it and see what I think about it. But for right now, I really like it. That'll be the second Tarte mascara I really like if it goes well. We'll see. And then the eyeshadow palette, I honestly am actually, I think, more in love with it than I thought I would be. Because I thought I would like it, but I didn't know I would like it this much. Because, like, you know, these aren't typical shades for me to use all the time. But I'm just in love with it real quick because I forgot to do this and I really want to. I'm going to use that white shimmery shade called Swan Song. And I'm just going to put that under my brow bone. Okay. That shade kicked up a lot of powder. Just saying. But I just want to use another shade. This palette though, oh my gosh, these colors are just so pretty. So I'm honestly all for it. It swatches beautifully. I mean, the shimmers are amazing. Like, I'm so impressed. I only used a few shades, of course, but I'm very excited to keep using this, and I really want to do a look with the like orangey reddish mattes and, you know, use some of these warmer shades down here and then do a look with these shades up here, these like pinkish purplish lavender lilac type shades. So yeah, I have a couple looks in mind that I really want to do with this palette, and then I will give you like my full opinion on it once I like use it some more, because obviously I don't want to give a full opinion like, yes, I think you should run out and buy this until I actually, you know, use some more of the shades. But for right now, as a first impression, I think this is great. If you think you would use colors like this, I do think it's great, because like I said, it performed beautifully. Like this shade, Bare Necessities, was a little bit patchy, but it wasn't like so patchy that I couldn't fix it. And you know, I've had patchy shades in like a lot of my palettes, so that's nothing really that new for me. But so far, I really like this, and it gets an A+ for the packaging, so I think it's super, super cute. It's probably like the coolest packaging, well, coolest packaged eyeshadow palette I own. But so far, I'm really enjoying the Tarte Unleashed palette, and I will get back to you on how I feel about that. I'm actually thinking about doing like an updated eyeshadow palettes video, like what I really think about them and everything, here soon. It probably won't be for, I don't know, because I literally have like so many palettes right now to keep using, and ones I haven't even tried yet that I want to use more and get a full based opinion on them before I do that video. But it'll probably be within like, I want to say hopefully within a month, maybe less, and I'll do them over all my palettes, even though a lot of them you guys already know how I feel because I've had them in my collection for a while. But I do have a lot of newer palettes too, so I'll just go over all of them in case there's anybody new watching that video that didn't watch my eyeshadow palette videos before. So yeah, stay tuned for that though if you want to see that. I have plenty more palette videos coming with all these other palettes that I have. I'm doing looks with them in videos and everything, so just stay tuned for all that. I will put in the description box on this video how this wore throughout the day in the mascara, just so you guys know, since I'm not doing like, since I can't do a wear test. I will go ahead and put that in the description box so you can get a better opinion on the longevity of these shimmers. But yeah, that is all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and I hope that I see you in my next one. Bye.